Hello everyone, welcome to Management Accounting class. Today we will be solving one more 15 marks problem on common size financial statement. Okay, this is the problem number 12. First I will read the problem. Following are the statements of assets and liabilities of A Limited and B Limited as on 31st March 2019. Okay, and this is the statement of A Limited and B Limited as on 31st March 2019. In liabilities side, in equity and liabilities side, we have shareholders fund, non-current liabilities and current liabilities. Okay, and the total of A Limited equity and liabilities total of A Limited is 1 lakh and B Limited is also 1 lakh. Okay. In asset side, we have non-current assets and current assets. The total of asset side is A Limited of uh, total of asset side of A Limited is 1 lakh and B Limited is 1 lakh. Okay. And these are the notes of items given in the balance sheet. Okay, note 1 is relating to the share capital, note 2 is long term borrowings, note 3 is trade payables, then note 4 is tangible asset, note 5 is inventories, note 6 is trade receivables, note 7 is cash and cash equivalents, note 8 is short term loans and advances. Okay. And the question is, you are required to prepare common sense statement of assets and liabilities and comment on financing pattern, credit and collection policy, and overall financial position of the companies. Okay. So this is the question. Now write the solution. Next line, write solution. Heading is Common Size Statement of Assets and Liabilities for the year ending 31st March 2019. Okay. Draw the statement for one page. And as I said, we will be referring the same format what is there in the problem. Okay. So first write equity and liabilities. In equity and liabilities, first one will be share capital. The details of share capital is given in note 1. Okay. Share capital amount is 65,000 and 49,000. They have not mentioned the details of share capital. Okay. So take as it is 65,000 of A Limited here in front of share capital in the amount column write 65,000. Okay. Next one in B Limited the amount of share capital of B Limited is 49,000. Okay. So right here 49,000. Now we need to find out the percentage. And the formula of percentage is equal to each assets or liabilities divided by total assets or liabilities into 100. Now we are calculating percentage for share capital. Okay. The percentage of A Limited, the amount of share capital of A Limited is 65,000 divided by what is the total liabilities 1 lakh. So divided by 1 lakh into 100 is equal to 65,000. 65 percentage. Okay. 65,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 65 percentage. Next, B Limited, amount of B Limited is 49,000. Total of liability side of B Limited is 1 lakh. So 49,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 49 percentage. Okay, 49 percentage. Over. Now there is no any other information relating to the shareholders fund. So whatever share capital is there, that will be the total shareholders fund. So write next line, write heading total shareholders fund in bracket A. The amount is 65,000. In this problem, there is no equity share capital. Equity reserves and surplus is not given. So whatever share capital amount is there, that only will be considered as the total shareholders fund. Okay. Next line. B Limited is 49,000. Okay. And the percentage is 49 percentage. 59 percentage. Okay. Next one is non-current liabilities. Now check the details of non-current liabilities. In note number 2, they have given the details of non-current liabilities. In non-current liabilities, we have only one item, that is debentures. Okay. Only one item we have, that is debentures. The amount of debentures of A Limited is 23,000. Here also the same amount is there. You can check 23,000. So write here amount 23,000. Okay. Now percentage. You know the formula. Okay. Now here debentures divided by total of liabilities. Debentures is 23,000 divided by total is 1 lakh. So 23,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is equal to 29 percentage. So 23 percentage. 23,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 23 percentage. Okay. And B Limited it is 30,000. B Limited it is 30,000. So 30,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 30 percentage. Okay. Done. Now next line write. In non-current liabilities only one item is there. Okay. So next line write total non-current liabilities. Heading is total non-current liabilities in bracket B. So write same amount 23,000. Okay. Percentage is also same 23 percentage. Next is 30,000 and percentages also will be same 30%. Okay. Now next one current liabilities. Current details of current liabilities will be there in note 3. Okay, in current liabilities we have only one item, that is trade payables. The details of trade payables is there in note 3. Okay, trade payables includes creditors of rupees 4,200 A Limited. Okay, creditors of A Limited is 4,200. Now find out the percentage. 4,200 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is equal to 4.2%. Okay. 4,200 divided by 1 lakh. Divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 4.2 percentage. Okay. Next one, B Limited is 15,000. Okay, right. In amount column 15,000 and the percentage 15,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. 15,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is equal to 15%. Okay. Next one is bills payable. The amount of bills payable is 7,800. Okay, bills payable is 7,800. So the percentage 7,800 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is equal to 7.8 percentage. Okay, 7.8 percentage. Next one, B Limited, amount of bills payable of B Limited is 6,000. Here in note 3 you can check 6,000. Okay, so 6,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is equal to 6%. Okay, 6,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. Okay, 6%. Now next find out total current liabilities. Okay, total current liabilities. In the next line write heading total current liabilities in bracket C. Okay, so total current liabilities is 4,200 plus 7,800. 800. So total it is 4,200 plus 7,800. Total is 12,000. Total is 12,000. Okay, now find out the percentage. 12,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. 12,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 12%. Okay, 12%. Next one, 15,000 plus 6,000. Total is 21,000. Percentage 21,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 21%. Okay, now make the total of equity and liabilities. Okay, in bracket write A plus B plus C. A is how much? 65,000. B is how much? 23,000 and C is 12,000. So total it is 1 lakh. Okay, so this is the total of liability side. How much? 1 lakh of A Limited. Now how you will find out the percentage? Now common base for the common size financial statement is total assets or total liabilities. Okay, and all other items we have to compare with this total assets and total liabilities. So the percentage of total liabilities will be 1 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 100. So it will be 100%. Okay, same is the case with B Limited. 49,000 plus 30,000 plus 21,000, total is 1 lakh. Total is 1 lakh. Okay, and 1 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 100%. So this is the liability side of A and B Company Limited. Now next one is asset side. Okay, in asset side we have first one is non-current asset. Okay, in non-current assets we have fixed asset, and fixed asset includes tangible asset. The details of tangible asset is given in note 4. Okay, the total tangible asset of A Limited is 63,500. So write here 63,500, and the percentage 63,500 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 63.5%. 63.5%. Okay, and B Limited it is 49,000. Okay, tangible asset of B Limited is 49,000. So write here amount 49,000, and the percentage 49,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 49%. Okay, in non-current asset we have only one item, that is fixed asset. Okay, so whatever fixed asset total will be there, the same total will be we can take as non-current asset, total non-current asset. So write here heading total non-current assets in bracket A, amount is 63,500. Okay, and the percentage is 63.5%. 63.5%. Okay, next one 49,000, and the percentage is 49%. Okay, now next one is current assets. In current assets, first one is inventories. Details of inventories is there in note 5. Inventories include stock. Okay, A Limited amount is 10,000 and B Limited it is 12,000. Okay, so write in front of inventories amount is 10,000. Okay, in inventories we have one item, that is stock, and the amount of stock of A Limited is 10,000. So 10,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 10%. Okay, next one is B Limited, it is 12,000. So 12,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 12%. It is 12%. Okay. After that, trade receivables. Trade receivables includes, here the details you can check in note number 6. Trade receivables include sundry debtors of 22,000 of A Limited and 27,000 of B Limited, and bills receivable is 1,000 of A Limited and 2,000 of B Limited. Okay, so first write sundry debtors. Sundry debtors amount 22,000. Okay, 22,000, and percentage 22,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 22%. Okay, next one, B Limited, it is 27,000. Okay, so right here 27,000, percentage 27,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 27%. Okay, next one is, after sundry debtors, next one is bills receivable. Okay, and the amount of bills receivables is 1,000. A Limited, it is 1,000. So percentage 1,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. Okay, 1,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is how much? 1%. 1%. Okay, next one, amount of bills receivables of B Limited is 2,000, right? Yes, 2,000. So 2,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 2%. 2%. Correct? Now, next one is cash and cash equivalents. Okay, next one is cash and cash equivalents, and details of cash and cash equivalents is given in note number 7. Here you can check, there is only one item, that is cash in hand. So in front of cash in hand, write the amount. How much? 2,500. And the percentage 2,500 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is equal to 2.5%. Okay. Next, B Limited, it is 7,000. Okay. B Limited, it is 7,000. So in amount column write 7,000. 7,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. So the percentage is 7%. Okay. Next one, short-term loans and advances. The details of short-term loans and advances is given in note 8. Here you can check. Short-term loans and advances includes prepaid expenses of 1,000 of A Limited and 3,000 of B Limited. Okay. So write in amount column 1,000. Okay. A Limited 1,000. And the percentage 1,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is equal to 1%. Okay. Next one, the amount of cash in hand, prepaid expenses of B Limited is how much? 3,000. So write in the amount column 3,000. Okay. And the percentage 3,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 3%. 3%. Okay. Now make the total of current assets. Okay, make the total of current assets. Next line, write the heading total current assets in bracket B, 10,000 plus 22,000 plus 1,000 plus 2,500 plus 1,000 is equal to 36,500. Okay, total current assets 36,500. Now percentage, 36,500 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 36.5%. 36.5%. Okay. B Limited, it is 12,000 plus 27,000 plus 2,000 plus 7,000 plus 3,000. So total it is 51,000. Total is 51,000. And the percentage, 51,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 is 51%. Over. Now we have taken all the information given in the problem. So last step is find out the total of asset side. Okay. So total of asset side is A plus B. A is how much? 63,500 and B how much? 36,500. Okay. So 63,500 plus 36,500 is equal to 1 lakh. Equal to 1 lakh. Okay. Next line, in the next column, in percentage column, write the percentage. Okay. Here the percentage will be 100. How this 100% has come? 1 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 100. Okay. B Limited, it is 49,000. Total of A is 49,000 and B it is 51,000. So 49,000 plus 51,000 it is 1 lakh. Okay. So right here 1 lakh. Now percentage will be same 100%. Okay. So this is the common size balance sheet of A and B Limited. Okay. So the first part of the question we have done with the first part of the question. Next one is we have to write what? Interpretation on financing pattern of the firm, credit collection policy of the firm, as well as overall financial position of both the companies. Okay. So this is your second assignment. You are going to write interpretation on common size statement of A Limited and B Limited, taking into consideration all these points. Okay. You will be commenting on financing pattern of the firm, credit collection policy, as well as overall financial position of the companies. Okay. I hope you are clear with the preparation of common size income statement as well as balance sheet. Okay. So here we conclude the preparation of common size statement. In the next class, we will be solving problems on trend analysis. Okay. Thank you.